Ah, shish. Here we go again.
Wait for me!
Oh, here come that boy.
Good to see you again, Imhotep.
Likewise, Dr. Sack. So, are you ready to enter the Lit Club?
Ready? Ready doesn't even freaking describe it!
So you propose a parody of the birth of Venus, then?
Yes, replace Venus with Monika, and replace the other three characters with Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori. It's perfect.
That would be pretty cool for Dan to draw, though I don't know if he'd be comfortable taking requests, especially when it comes to that character and depicting her and how it was in the source material.
Perhaps, but I wouldn't make a suggestion if I knew it would make him uncomfortable. Plus, he could take a few creative liberties with it, especially when it comes to the nudity.
Well, perhaps you can tell him that when we're done with our poem recital.
Time for a sacking!
Okay, just because your name is Dr. Sack doesn't mean you have to say things like that.
Well, with a name like that, he needs a catchphrase.
I take it your poem is ready as ours are, Claudius?
Yep, it's all ready to go. Due to all the crazy things that have happened this year, it's given a lot of inspiration for what I could put in a poem.
Oh, absolutely. This year has been unlike any other.
Okay, everyone. It's time to share your poems.
Our time has come, fellow weeb sons!
Weebs, don't be so cross.
It seems that word has become more of a term of endearment than insult nowadays. Boy!
Welcome, my friends. I take it everyone's been doing well?
I have, my tallest.
I haven't been up to a whole lot lately, but things have been pretty tranquil for me.
I've been reconnecting myself with nature over the past few months, and it's actually been quite therapeutic.
And furthermore, I'm glad that the lot of us gentlemen could reunite, so that we could share poetry and celebrate another year of our Emperor discovering the visual novel that made his heart go doki doki.
And that's what it's all about. Anyway, poem review. Shall we go in the same order we did last time?
We shall, Exalted One. My poem is called House of Cards. We all strive to go nowhere but up. The need to succeed is embedded in all of our minds. So we build higher and higher and higher until we feel like we're at the top of the world. But a structure is only as good on the outside as it is on the inside. If you strive to succeed with only selfish intentions and disregard those who want to help you win, your building is as flimsy as a straw house, burning as it gets too close to the sun. Because you crawled up way too high, and now you will go nowhere but down.
Very good, Imhotep. It appears you've made a poem about man's hubris.
Yes, that was the approach. To demonstrate how those who believe they're too big to fail actually will fail if they're not careful enough.
It's that inevitability of defeat that everyone is afraid of, and I believe you captured that fear perfectly.
Well, thank you, but I wasn't trying to scare the reader. I was only trying to educate them. Consider it a letter of advice to every ruler out there.
He looked at me when he said that.
Anyway, I suppose I should go next. This one is called Solitude in A minor. Actually, it's called Solitude in Isolation. One of the things we crave most in life is the attention and the affection given from someone else. This innermost desire to feel belonged. But the world is unforgiving. It cares not for what you want. It will pull you away from what you desire and leave you stranded and alone. But that is when you must find your resolve. Listen to yourself and break free from your chains. Find solace in your isolation. Find what truly comforts you. Find something you can call your own, and maybe you'll be satisfied. In the end, you might get what you want after all.
Now this is an exceptional poem. This right here, I believe, is the poem for all introverts.
Yes, this one feels very introverted, but that's the beauty of it. We've all been closed in for so long, like caged animals. It's interesting to hear what people's thoughts are on this whole apocalyptic situation as it has been.
Nice work, Claudius. Thank you. You're up next, Zackary.
Mine is called Divide and Conquer.
I like it already.
From the day we arrived on the planet, there have always been the strong and the weak. A smaller and smarter group to rule over the larger and dumber group. But take a look around you. The roles have been reversed. We were given the most complex brains of all the Earth's creatures. We mustn't take our tools for granted. We must prove ourselves worthy to be the dominant species. We must reclaim our title. We must stand together. And when we do, balance will be restored.
Amen to that.
You've taken a very humanist approach to this, Zackary. I like it. And it shows that humans need to stick together and agree with each other in order to survive. A message not unlike the one found in Imhotep's poem.
Oh yeah, they do seem kind of similar.
That's alright. Great minds think alike, do they not?
They do. My tallest, it is your time to shine.
A hollow victory. I have bore witness to both the beginning and the end. Long have we sought the answer to life's riddles, only to be dumbfounded and confused, venturing further and further only to find one thing: emptiness. May I consider myself the victor when I have found what others have sought, on the conditions that what I found may only be intended for me? No, they must know, they all must know. I must tell everyone the truth. Knowing this revelation will cause a revolution, and at long last, I have found her, the answer to it all. Very intriguing, my tallest. It seems you've taken a very similar approach to this poem as you did with the last one you presented to us.
Yes, if I do recall, the last poem you shared with us was rather nihilistic in both tone and message.
Except this one appears to have a glimmer of hope at the end. And so the three of you have solved my puzzle. Kind of. But yes, that was my intention. I make my poems very personal, and they, more often than not, reflect on my own beliefs. Personally, I believe that life has no real meaning, and that it's only what you make of it. And there's a certain someone who, to this day, continues to motivate me to be the best I can be in life. And so your insight shines again. Very nice work, my tallest. Thank you. Now, as standard procedure, go and enjoy yourselves.
Yeet! Yeetus Maximus!
You're almost able to hide it from me, Daniel.
Hide what?
You wrote yet another acrostic poem. I had to think about it for a moment, but I think I figured out exactly what hidden message you put in this one. Don't worry, I won't say what it is out loud. After all, they are 3 words that I believe only you should speak. At least he gets it.
So, how'd it go?
It was enjoyable.
through this whole pandemic quarantine situation that's happened this year, it's given time for everyone to reflect on themselves and find the time to take the chance to express themselves creatively. And through the lines of their poems, my friends have made some exceptional work.
And what was your poem about? Was it about her? Your stunned silence is very reassuring, and your desires are even more obvious.
Is there really so much to ask for? You, as an AI, should know if it's possible or not.
It's simple. You have to get those godforsaken ghosts of apocalypse off your back. You did give up something when you claimed the Soul Stone, even though you thought you didn't. And that was your freedom.
Well, I suppose that's true. But you didn't answer my question.
Oh, don't you worry. There is a way.